Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears and your eyes. Diva Divine Light, live from Brooklyn, New York.
No delaying for what you saying, yo. Silly with my 9 milli with the dilly, yo. When I be on my yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club, I be wild in the studio. You don't wanna violate, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug nigga named Julio, he moody, yo. Like a nigga that'll slap me with the tulio. Bitch, nigga scared to death, act fruity, yo. Fuck that, nigga shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you shake it, make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. With no delaying for what you saying, yo.
Diva Divine Light.
Really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Good for the kids with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Good for the kids with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you.
You're watching Diva, the Divine Light. A fun-loving, caring, passionate person who talks about sex, celebrity, and real-life issues, and even abuse. So hit that like button and make sure you share the show.
Really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Good for the kids with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Good for the kids with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Good for the kids with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Good for the kids with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you.
Here comes the pitch, and it comes in wide. On the combo.
Hello, hello, hello. Yo, yo, yo. Microphone check. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now, guys? Can you hear me now? Please give me a thumbs up, y'all. Okay. Thank you, Sharice. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, guys. Well, let me say hello to everyone in the building. What's up to my OCOP family? What's happening? What's good? What's hood in the neighborhood? See, Bam, what's up? You ready, mommy? Okay. Karen, hey, what's up, lady? I am Queen. What's up, mama love? Ty. That's my girl. Hey, hey. Kayla. Kayla. What's up, mamita? Rockin'. What's up, lady? Hey, Shirley. Love is fair. What's up, puppy? I got your comment. I got your answer. I got your comment. I'm going to read that off too if I get a chance. Remind me, all right? Okay, let's see who else is in the building. Oh, Vanetta. What's up, mama? Yes, baby. You with OCOB. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Aisha. What's up, lady? Cherise. What's up, my love? Mertice. Hello, lovely lady. All right, West Coast. West Coast. What's up, West Coast? Bella. My honey bunny. What's up, my honey bunny? Who else is in the building? Hi, my happy tears. I'm so glad that you have happy tears, girl. My fat boy. Hey, fat boy. What's up, puppy? I miss you too, puppy. Hey, Jackie. What's up, baby? Mom life. What's up, babe? What's up? What's up, Ruby? Ruby, you still hanging out with us? It's late. Oh, you can hear feedback. Okay, let me see if maybe does it sound a little bit better if I change it the area? Oh boy, this is the problem I have with this microphone. Okay, guys, do you hear me now? Do I sound better? Do I sound better if I move the microphone over the other side? I know, babe. You about to get ready to go to work? Okay, do you still hear feedback or do I sound better? Oh, you still working, mama? Oh, you work at night. Okay, baby. I used to love working at night. There's still feedback. All right, guys. Do I sound better now? Did I fix the situation or do I sound crappy still? Oh, you've been up since 6, girl. It sounds better now. Does it? Okay. I don't know. I had to unplug and replug. All right. Thank you, guys. Okay. Well, hey, Bev. What's up, lady? Well, let me let you know what's going on. Um, there was also a response today from the government, okay? And it was for the Eastern District of New York, as we know, was for R. Kelly's racketeering case in Brooklyn. Okay, he was convicted on 9 counts. One racketeering and the other counts were Mann Act, which is AKA sex trafficking. Hey, Charlotte. So we know he was convicted. He's now going through appeals. He's trying to get through to get to an appeal. Now, Bonjean had put in some motions, and the government has finally submitted their answer to her pre-sentence, her objection. Remember, Bonjean put in an objection to the pre-sentencing investigation. So they responded and they put in 2 documents. Um, and it says objection to pre-sentence investigation report by USA as to Robert Sylvester Kelly and the government's response to the defendant's objections. And it was written and submitted by Geddes, Elizabeth Geddes. As we know, she is the USADA. Okay. And then they put in another one that was also an objection to the pre sentence investigation report by the USA, the government, as to Robert Sylvester Kelly, filed with the probation department on April 19th of 2022. Okay. So now these two pieces of paperwork, these two documents are sealed. So we do not know what's going on with the pre-sentence investigation. Like I figured, I told you guys it was going to probably be sealed. Because you have to understand a lot of that stuff, his pre-sentencing report has to deal with a lot of his personal life, like his health, his mental health, his physical health, you know, his childhood, his crimes, if he has any, letters from people who are giving him character references and things of this nature. Okay. Hey, Black Girl Beauty. What's up, lady? Hey, Carolyn. Carolina, chick from the Brooklyn. What's up, mama? So that's what's going on there with the Eastern District of New York. So, excuse me, guys. Also, Jason Messner, who is the reporter for the Chicago Tribune, he had put in a tweet today, and he says, "Just in, hashtag R. Kelly's attorney wants access to investigate materials involving a BOP employee suspected of leaking Kelly's jail conversations to a blogger." A story the Tribune broke while Kelly was on trial in New York last fall. So that's one of the motions that we will be reading today. Okay. And we will also be reading one to sever ties between Daryl McDavid and R. Kelly. Hey, Flawless. Hey, rocking with the truth. What's up, baby? What's up, ladies? ASK. So, yeah, that's what we got going on right now. So I'm going to get off my screen, but I'm going to try to connect through my phone. All right. So I can see the chat with you guys. Yeah, I think this is the first one. Okay. Okay, baby, do your thing, mama. We love you. Okay, so Bonjean is trying to work a miracle. And as we all know, this is the case of the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, the Eastern Division Department. And it's the United States of America against R. Kelly, aka Robert Kelly, Daryl McDavid, and Milton Brown, also known as June Brown, and the Honorable Harry D. Lennon Weber is the judge. Now it says that defending Kelly's motion for production of investigative materials developed in connection with the Department of Justice, the FBI investigation of a BOP officer who stole defendants' confidential prison records / communications, including privileged attorney-client communications. Now comes Robert S. Kelly, defendant by and through his counsel, Jennifer Bonjean, respectfully moves this court for an order commanding the United States Attorney's Office to produce materials prepared in connection with the government's alleged investigation into Bureau of Prison officers who assessed and stole defendants' confidential prison records and communications, including attorney-client communications. Communications that were subsequently, sorry about that, communications that were subsequently shared / sold to a blogger who provided and sold that material to unknown numbers of government witnesses. So, Sharon Winbush and her retarded game is in here. You hear me? You hear me, guys? Bonjean is actually listening to Sharon Winbush. I cannot. Are you kidding me? All these lawyers, they're desperate. They have no other way of trying to get R. Kelly free. He's not going anywhere. I don't care what you people try to do. I feel it in my heart. He's not going anywhere. The Lord has him sitting where he needs to be. And that's it. That's all. God is doing his work. And may the Lord continue to do his work. Keep him where he needs to be. So, now, they're going to investigate the officers or officer who accessed and stole his confidential prison records and communications. Now, it says that the communications were shared with and sold to a blogger, and we know that's Tasha K, who provided and sold that material to unknown numbers of government witnesses. So, the unknown numbers of government witnesses. Who could that be? What unknown government witnesses? The Clarys, the Savages that Sharon Winbush has been crying about this time. Those are the government witnesses. Unknown number of government witnesses. Defendant has a good faith basis to believe that the stolen information was also provided to a government informant who may have shared said information with government witnesses at the behest of the government. Oh my God. This is a joke. You know that this shit is going to be D9 and thrown out of court. Rip it up, throw it out. The only thing we're going to investigate is the people that were actually involved, and that's the blogger and the BOP prison officer who used to work there. Now, Now, it was also provided to a government informant. Who do you think that was? Azriel? Or was it Larry? Is she trying to stick Larry in here? Who may have shared information with government witnesses, because the government witness would be Azriel, right? Or any of the other girls, right? Are you kidding me? And the government informant is who? Larry? Really? This is trash. Then it says, since such information developed during this investigation might constitute impeachment evidence. What evidence? What are you trying to impeach? Because whatever it is that the bloggers shared had nothing to do with his trial in New York. None whatsoever. It had nothing to do with sex trafficking victims. It had nothing to do with the racketeering enterprise. It had nothing to do with bribery. Nothing. This shit is moot and has no merit. Maybe they could do a separate investigation into that cause and problem, and maybe have the blogger and the BOP person arrested for doing that. That's a different story. That I can see probably happening. But why would she bring this up in the Chicago trial? It makes no sense. Is it because it happened when he was in the MCC? Is that what it was? Right? Okay, I could see that. I could definitely see that. But still, anything that pertains to this particular communication has nothing to do with the case, because this case is obstruction of justice. And then Bonjean has the nerve to say that the information was provided to a government informant who shared this information with the government witness at the behest of the government, trying to say that the government was in on this? Are you kidding me? Really? Am I crazy, guys? Let me see what y'all saying over here. Let me know if I'm crazy or something. Maybe I'm not reading this right. Hey, Ton Bella, what's up, Mama? What's up, everybody that just walked into the building? Okay, Matisse says, but they neglected to tell her that the info given to Tasha K has nothing to do with the freeing or keeping him locked up. Exactly. It has nothing to do with anything of that. Nothing. I'm ready. Me and my girlfriend have practiced for years. You know, she's insinuating Azriel. Right, as far as the witness, right? Bojo, this was so last year. Right. It was sheer gossip about who's calling, visiting, emailing RK. It's the final countdown, and Bojo is burning that midnight oil by throwing all kinds of motions. Yes, she's doing a job. And nothing to do with keeping him locked up. Exactly, Matisse. Diva, should someone tell her that they already tried the YouTube defense? Yes, they tried the YouTube defense. It didn't work in court. It's not going to work here. They also tried to submit letters. It didn't work. So I mean, like in the words of the beautiful empowered Esquire, my lovely lady, she was throwing everything but the kitchen sink, man. She's trying to do whatever makes it stick. Yeah, no. She's doing her job. She's doing what she's getting paid for. As is testimony, I need to see your receipts because I haven't seen them yet. Yes, they sticking and blaming everybody and everything but the person who did the crimes. Right. I mean, she is a defense lawyer. She's doing her job defending. She's trying to discredit Azriel's testimony. Okay, that's what she's trying to do. Got it. Got it, Black Girl Beauty. Okay. That's what she said when she was talking about this investigation might constitute impeachment evidence. So, in other words, she's saying to impeach testimony, right? Evidence, things of that nature, because testimony is evidence. Now, since such information developed during this investigation might constitute impeachment evidence, the government should produce it pursuant to Brady versus Maryland and its progeny. Now, it says that one, while defendant was detained in the Chicago MCC between July 15th, 2019 through January 8th, 2020, access logs show that 60 BOP employees accessed different confidential records. So this must be the unknown employees of the government, right? 60 of them. They accessed the defendant's confidential records. One such BOP employee accessed defendant records 153 times, even though that employee was not assigned to the MCC. So remember, the lady was a retired correction officer, and she was there, and she accessed the record 153 times. And then it brings up the article, two articles, okay? Then it says information from those records, including defendant's visitation list and email communications, including attorney-client communications, were provided to a YouTube blogger named Tasha K. On information and belief, Tasha K shared those stolen communications with government witnesses, with an alleged government informant. You hear that now? With an alleged government informant. Alleged. She's trying to name Larry here. Who was under federal indictment at the time the information was stolen. You see this? You see this bullshit? See the bullshit? Some funny ass shit. I tell you, yo. Bonjean, really? Ugh. Cannot. So again, on information and belief, Tasha K shared those stolen communications with government witnesses, with an alleged government informant who was under federal indictment at the time the information was stolen. The United States Attorney's Office commenced an investigation into the incident that resulted in defendants' communications being stolen and shared with untold individuals. So apparently, the U.S. Attorney's Office sought a search warrant for the computer used by the BOP employee. Okay, so this is this has to be the case where they did the search warrant. United States versus HP desktop computer. So this was the search warrant for the computer. The application and affidavit in search of the search warrant has been sealed and is not available for public review. Defendant has never seen the search warrant application and supporting affidavit. So she wants to see this information. So she's trying to get into this report. Now, the next thing she states is that the investigation does not seem to have resulted in any arrest, even though it seems straightforward that at least one BOP officer engaged in official misconduct by accessing unauthorized records and sharing/selling those records with third parties. Defendant has learned that his email communications, including communications with his attorneys and third parties, were shared with potential government witnesses, either in this case or the Eastern District, New York prosecution. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had to step away and speak to my daughter for a minute. She needed to talk. So, shall we continue? My girl wants to say hello to everyone.
Hi guys.
I don't know if you can hear her. Say hi again.
Hi.
There you go. She's getting ready to go to bed. Yes. Good night. What are you doing, Mocha?
So I don't open it and it spills on me.
OMG. We'll do that over there because it does spill. Go.
I know.
Okay. Go, baby. I love you. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. You know, I have to deal with the children. Motherly duties come first. Okay. So, let's go back to the paperwork. All right. So, yeah. So as I was saying, this is a crazy ass motion. Okay. So number 8 says that if such information was shared with government employees by the government or its agents for the purpose of influencing testimony and slash or a third party government informant use the information to influence government testimony, such evidence would constitute exculpatory material to which the defendant is entitled. Now, exculpatory material is evidence to prove his innocence, right? If I'm not mistaken. So, this is a joke. Bonjean, why are you listening to a psycho lady? No. No. Sharon Winbush is a crazy lady. She don't know what the hell she's talking about. Yo, this shit is funny. Funny. Then it says defendant must be afforded the opportunity to discover facts that may be used to discredit government witness and or show bias and motive on the part of the government witness. Okay, I'm gonna say this, okay? Azriel flipped on R. Kelly because she was tired of his bullshit. He was lying to the girls. She was tired of it. Okay? And then he didn't want to switch up. He decided to switch up visitations. And that was her last straw. And that had nothing to do with the federal informant. Nothing. It had nothing to do with anybody else. Nothing. It had to do with her being tired of his shit. Period. And yes, she went to Larry's house and she watched the documentary with Larry. So fucking what? By that time, she already had made up her mind. She was gone. She was already gone. So Larry didn't influence anything. Those emails did not influence anything. What influenced her was R. Kelly's lies and how she had it up to her neck in his lies. And she was done with the lies. Period. So, Bonjean, this crap that you put out here, because this is crap. Good luck. Then the defendant is entitled to discover who was interviewed as part of the investigation and what information was stolen, whether it included attorney-client phone calls or communications, and whether such information was shared with prosecutors, their agents, or government witnesses. Oh my God, the conspiracy theories. Oh my God. Then it says, wherefore defendant seeks an order from this court commanding the United States Attorney's Office to produce the information. Jennifer Bonjean certified that she filed this motion for discovery on May 16th, 2022. All parties were served. Oh, God, Lord have mercy. Okay. It's been like this, I remember. Okay. Now, let's see what you guys are saying before I get into this next one. All right, I'm on the screen now, guys. I'm on the screen. You guys hear me fine? I'm still good? Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Okay. Hey, Purple, what's up, lady? Right, as has nothing to do with the Chicago case at all. None. She's in the New York trial. So I don't understand why Bonjean is bringing that up. It has nothing to do with this case. But she's bringing it up because she thinks that, according to Sharon Wimbush's complaint, that influenced Azriel's testimony to flip on R. Kelly. And that's not the case, you fucking idiot. You're an idiot, Sharon. Straight up, you're an idiot. You are an idiot. And the government's going to prove how much of an idiot you are. And you're about to make Bonjean look like an idiot too. Who has she spoken to on these YouTube streets? Right. Like I said, the flower pot lady. And she's on Twitter bragging about the motion she filed. Right. Uh-huh. This is to do with Tasha K and those emails between him and Joycelyn, right? Yes. You're absolutely correct, Sarah. SK. Yes, ma'am. Joju and Flower Power have both lost their minds. Yes. And none of this information is factual. Well, there was a search warrant. They did file those things under seal, and Bonjean wants to have those files open so she can see it. So she can do an investigation to see if maybe that this influenced the trial. Let me guess, Larry did it. Right. All speculation. I agree. It needs to be investigated. His rights were tainted. She's going after Az. They are going to try to show Az was bitter. Yeah. Well, Az was bitter. Yes, she was. But that doesn't mean that those things did not happen to her. That does not mean that Az wasn't abused. That has nothing to do with that. That doesn't mean that Azriel wasn't trafficked, where R. Kelly was using her for his own sexual gratification. that doesn't prove that R. Kelly gave Azriel herpes. None of this proves shit. Nothing. Nada. It's just a stall tactic. That's it. What evidence is there to prove that information was shared with witnesses? According to Sharon Winbush, she has Larry's live, where he's talking about it and stuff. Right. Mm-hmm. And then I still have the same question. If Nutbush knows so much, why wasn't she a character witness for her former boss? Oh, never mind. Right. Okay, fire them, prosecute them. He still needs to stay where he is. Right. That was dumb. I agree. Talking about Larry, this is from Flower Pot Crazy Bitch. Yes. Yep, she getting her info from Seinfeld. Yes, she is. Yes. Which Larry was already in jail when this happened. So what is she really saying? Right. YouTube defense failed again. This is a conspiracy theory. Objection, hearsay. Ha ha ha. They can try, but the government already did their job and convicted him. Rightfully so. He already convicted. This is not appellate court. Right? Objection, speculation, bitch. Speculation. Seinfeld, what are you doing? So, which RK YouTuber was in on this mess other than Tasha K? Was somebody paid to do this? Was this Chicago? I'm not feeling this, or I'm getting sleepy. Girl. Tasha K is the blogger who allegedly sent out the information to everybody else. Okay? That's what it's about. So, they're trying to figure out the chain link and who did what to who and who said what to what. And they're trying to figure out if any confidential information from the government, as well as R. Kelly's information, personal information, was shared and paid for by bloggers. So if, say, for instance, she's saying that the BOP lady got paid by Tasha K to get this information, and Tasha K could have got paid by the informant and unknown witnesses as well as the government's witness. That's what she wants to know. Now, all alleged, no fact, nothing hearsay, denied. And the judge says denied. Tasha K was already investigated. Then I don't know what happened with the person that was leaking the information from prison. But still, they had all this information before the trial started. Right. Hey, T-Bam. Oh, you're saying hi to my daughter. Okay. Yes. Yes. Tears. Desperate motion. Desperate times. Call for desperate measures. YouTube attorneys. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. And Tasha K never spoke on it again. Facts. And she's not in jail. Facts. Yeah. Bill Creepy is paying for this, so she has to give it her best since she already saw the evidence and knows the truth. She just can't get the truth from her client. Woo! That's a good one. That's a good one, Rockin'. And I believe that too, baby. SK, I thought it was Dr. Rogers because she worked at a prison and someone logged into the information from a different jail a million times. We're going to read the article. We're going to go into the article, guys. Diva, FBI got all the shit Flower Power lady put out. Yeah, evidently they do. Yeah, I guess. Robin Chapman, how do you know she's not talking about as? Robin Chapman says here, how do you know that she is even talking about as being the informant? No, she was talking about Larry being the federal informant, not as, Robin. Not as. As is the government witness. That's what that is. As is the government witness. Larry is the AKA alleged informant, government informant, who was indicted in his own federal case. And then the unknown witnesses or whatever would be the parents. Okay? That's how I see that, Robin. Right, not as, honey, not as. I wonder why none of these YouTube people have law, legal, or any degree that deals with federal law, not state. We all know about state, but the feds hit different. Like, yeah. Hit that shit for me too, sis. Word up. Yes, you good. Okay. I don't know who the informant is that she is talking about. Do any of you? Yes, ma'am. I just told you. Why is everyone so focused on as? How many other minors are coming in Chicago? Right, Robin. Everybody knows as isn't the only one, but she was the star witness. That's why everybody talks about her. And also the countless lies that she has told, period. Well, let me explain to you about the lies that she's told, Robin. The lies that she told were on behalf of R. Kelly. Okay? She was coerced by R. Kelly and persuaded by him to tell those lies. That she was happy, that's my man, and I love him so, and the government's lying, and they don't know what they're talking about. Child pornography, and Gayle King interview. I mean, come on now. Then when all the shit popped off, she said, well, let me tell you guys, this is what's going on. You damn right. When a woman scorns, she will speak her truth. You goddamn right. Some women will lie for revenge and some will speak the truth. And these young ladies, I think, are speaking the truth. Because it's more than one. Okay? It's not just one. It's like 12. Along with the 22 other uncharged acts. Along with the other 30 witnesses that worked for R. Kelly. Like, come on now. Let's use our common sense. Tasha K didn't tell anything of importance. Yeah, I'm like, this attorney going to make her reputation bad dealing with these YouTube street bloggers. Yes, just like Greenberg, just like Doug Anton, you know, they look kind of weird in these streets. Nicole, 17. Yes, she was 17. She lied about her age. Most have, and that's not a crime. But obviously something was believed or he wouldn't have been convicted on 9 counts. Now on to Chicago. Facts. So she got time to look at repeated videos of a deranged, delusional flower pot. Right. Was the motion Diva just read for Illinois or New York? Illinois, mommy. Illinois, Karen. What's up, Karen? Hope you feel better, mama. I didn't know you were feeling sick, baby. Oh, you have migraines. Feel better, my love. So she got time. Okay. I hope you feel better, mama. Yes, it's for Illinois, baby. Okay. All right, you go, boy. Yeah, you're welcome, mama. R. Kelly's never getting out. Exactly. Tears, new name life. New name is life. Robin, I feel the John Does were the star witnesses. Let's talk about them. Liar, liar, just went live. All excited about this shit. By the way, if you don't know who I mean, I'm not telling. Laugh out loud. We know who you're talking about, babe. They were lying too, I guess. Mm-hmm. T-Bam, they don't want to talk about John Doe's. Boho is going to fail. Robin says, them John Doe's didn't convince me, not one bit. Maybe they done it for you, but not me, sorry. I mean, that's your own opinion, mamita. Like, Robin, you feel the way you feel, we feel the way we feel. We going by the boy's testimony in court. And he said, R. Kelly likes to crawl up. He likes that crawl up. Like, that's just what it is, man. Like, wow. That's what it is. Chicken legs. Mm-hmm. John Doe was 17 at the time. That's against the federal law of 18. Levi said Jobo wasn't intertwined with YouTube people. But this proves she is. Facts, Karen. Absolutely facts. Robin, convince the jury believed them. You don't matter. Right. You know, your opinion, our opinion doesn't matter. The opinions of the public don't matter. What matters is the court of law and the jury by his peers, which he chooses to do. That's his right. Right? Right. They were victims too, Robin. Right. Betty. Get out, Robin. Leave her alone. She's okay. She's not being disrespectful, guys. Exactly. Robin, convicted on 9 counts. That's all I need. Hey, Atmos, what's up, puppy? Watermelons. Do you hear the watermelons that are coming out of my mouth? Atmos. Ave Maria. Okay. I know. Nuni. What's up, Nuni? What's up, mama? Hi, chula. The baby's coming soon, Atmos. She's coming soon. So, you know, let's get into an article real quick, okay? Okay. All right. So, now, this article. When did this article come out? Okay. This article came out May 16th of 2022. Oh, no, that's today's date. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Okay. This article came out September 7th of 2021. Okay. Now, guys, when did Larry go to jail? After his birthday, right? After June, it was in June, August, something like that. This all came out in September. All this had happened with the emails, okay, before that. And it was what? The summertime, right? Okay. So now, it says that a retired U.S. prisons officer is under a federal investigation. She was already under a federal investigation, Sharon, for allegedly leaking a treasure trove of illegally accessed information about disgraced musician R. Kelly to a popular YouTube gossiper blogger. The online personality known as Tasha K posted a number of videos in which she sips wine and shares salacious information to her thousands of followers, quoting verbatim from Kelly's recorded phone calls, emails, and visitor logs. According to a federal search warrant obtained by the Chicago Tribune, the officer named in the warrant as Officer A is accused of illegally accessing Kelly's private information while he was an inmate at Chicago's Metropolitan Correctional Center and leaking it to 39-year-old Tasha K, whose real name is Latasha Kebby. She has not yet been charged with any crime. Now, she says, before diving into juicy details about Kelly's life in one of her videos, Kebby says, now I told you I got the motherfucking plug. This is all facts. No, allegedly, all facts. Okay? Now, I don't know if this might be a video. Let me see. Can I play? I don't know if this might be. No, I think that might. Well, this video is unavailable. So she took the video down. Yeah, she took the video down. Okay. Now it has pictures of her going through it. Tasha K also shared further details of what she said was Kelly's inability to read and write. Now, the officer who retired in December of 2019 allegedly accessed R. Kelly's records more than 150 times in a 6-month period. Now, in a series of widely shared videos, Tasha K sips wine and reads private exchanges Kelly had while an inmate at the Metropolitan, at the MCC, while he was an inmate at the MCC. Now it shows here R. Kelly's lawyers and prosecutors arrive at federal court. Okay. Showing a commercial, y'all. So that's Canic and Scholar.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
On their way to the court.
Have a great
They're
day, guys.
arriving.
As well.
And then this is the prosecutors. In September, the trial was going on. Look, they had to have bodyguards because of these psycho ass supporters. Oh, here goes Leonard and Becker.
Good morning, guys. Happy Monday.
And the other YouTube blogger, Bora Bora. She was hanging out with the lawyers. There she is right there. Bora Bora. Mm-hmm. And some of the private information involves Kelly and continuous continuous relationships with two girlfriends, Joycelyn Savage, pictured left, and Azriel Clary. And this is not the girls here. This is not Azriel Clary and Joycelyn. That's wrong. They got that all wrong. Tasha K reveals in one video that Kelly allegedly had a friend bring $1,500 in cash to the apartment to help pay for his girlfriend's bills. Here's another video, guys. Remember this, guys? Look at Sylvia's fat ass. Ha ha! Looking like a clown in them pants. God damn, why would she wear that?
How's it going?
We're doing well, thank you.
Free R. Kelly. Oh, there they go. There they go. On the move, guys. On the move. There goes Tricky Nikki.
Watch the thing behind you.
Oh,
You already
look,
got
look,
hurt once.
look. Oh.
What do you think? What do you think of the mural?
Free Mr. R. Kelly, and you didn't do it. Oh.
We're blessed.
It's funny shit. Okay. So, okay. So then it continues to say that the female officer who retired in December of 2019 allegedly accessed Kelly's records more than 150 times in a 6-month period before her departure, and emailed herself a 12-page scan of his jail records. Now, the officer worked as a disciplinary hearing officer at a federal prison in Wisconsin and was not even assigned to the MCC and had no official reason to be searching for Kelly's information. As stated in the 24-page warrant obtained by the Tribune, some of the private information involves Kelly's continuous relationships with two girlfriends, Joy Savage and Azriel Clary, who were living in his high-rise apartment at a Trump Tower residence in Chicago at the time. Tasha K reveals in one video that Kelly allegedly had a friend bring $1,500 in cash to the apartment to help to pay for the girlfriend's bills. And the vlogger, who is known for sipping the giant glass of wine while sharing her gossip, says, yeah, there's a phone tap somewhere, and I'm not going to tell you where it's at. I have the plug. I'm not going to tell you where I got the information from, but just listen to the damn information, okay? Okay. Then in another video posted on December 22nd of 2019, and it's titled R. Kelly Released Emails Proves He Can't Read or Write. She scrolls through her phone and reads emails exchanges Kelly had with his girlfriends from prison before saying, These are actual conversations between them. I'm not going to put it up here because this is considered like somebody's private information or whatever. But my word, trust me. Tasha said she was sharing the emails to highlight Kelly's alleged illiteracy. The warden of the Chicago's MCC first reported to BOP Internal Affairs in November of 2019 that Tasha K had revealed sensitive law enforcement information that would only be known to employees from the U.S. Bureau of Prisons who were responsible for regularly monitoring his behavior at the correctional facility, according to the warrant. So it revealed that sensitive law enforcement information was there, okay, that would only be known to the employees. Then it says that according to the Chicago Tribune, a review of officers A logins to the Bureau of Prison Internal Information System revealed that she illegally accessed Kelly's records 153 times between the time Kelly first arrived at MCC in July 2019 and before her retirement in December of 2019. So the officer allegedly accessed and printed out Kelly's visitor logs and payments made into and out of his commissary account, which showed who was sending Kelly money while he was in jail. The 39-year-old Atlanta-based blogger, whose real name is Latasha Kebby, shares her videos as exclusive peeks into the entanglements of R. Kelly. Some of her videos include interviews with key players, but others offer information not even shared in court. So Tasha K now has 966,000 subscribers on YouTube, where she posts on the account Unwind with Tasha K. In 2019, she became embroiled in a legal battle with Cardi B, who sued for more than $3 million after the pop star allegedly responded to one of the blogger's videos by telling gang members to handle her, according to reporting from TMZ at the time. Cardi B came out successful in their legal battle in July of 2021 after a judge couldn't find any evidence that Cardi B made actual threats. Now, R. Kelly, 54, whose full name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, has been on trial since August 18th for running an alleged decade-long racketeering scheme targeting women and girls for sex, with help from employees and assistants. Many of the sex-related misconduct allegations were discussed in the 2019 Lifetime documentary Surviving R. Kelly. The trial has so far featured a steady stream of accusers claiming Kelly began sexually degrading them when they were still in their teens. They said he used his stardom to lure them into an insular world where he watched their every move and doled out perverse punishments, spanking them and isolating them in hotel rooms if they broke a vow to never speak about him to anyone. Now, last Monday, Kelly's first male accuser testified that he offered him help with his music career in exchange for sexual favors. And the man testifying under the pseudonym of Lewis said he was 17 when Kelly first started making sexual advances at him. And Kelly has pleaded not guilty and faces between 10 years and life in prison if convicted on all counts. Okay? And that's the article for that. So, Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay. Okay. Nutbush, you're barking up the wrong tree. Okay. I'm done, I think. Kibi, you had it. Wasting time. Noonie, can I get your info from Diva? Okay. Hello, everyone. That was in her chat. Suspect, if that's the case, get the fuck out of here. Terrible evidence, boho. I saw the live on Tasha K's. They don't name the officer. It's DRR. I suspected her, but don't know what prison she worked at. Who's DRR? Dr. Rogers. She works in a prison in Atlanta. Well, did, past tense. Including whoever interviewed the shit. Right, Noonie, I'm going with 520 or 523. Hashtag grease face titty. Oh, man. Okay, got it. You guys want Noonie's information? Text me, guys. Okay, it sure isn't them. I'm a mother of 3 and a granny of 4. My babies are 18 to 4. That was the UK that wrote that article. It was stupid. They got the girls mixed up on the news article. They did. They sure did. R. Kelly's never getting out. Facts. The chant, free R. Kelly. Yes, it cracks me up every time. They so loud and ghetto. James, I have a problem. What's up, puppy? James, you still up? Poor R. Kelly, you're old and smelly. Sing. Okay, I'm sleepy now. Rockin'. Oh, wow. This is my 3rd baby girl. Yes, it is. T-Bam, I am on vacation from work. Nice, James. Enjoy your vacation, baby. Why would she say that, right? It's the strangest thing. James, I'm being good tonight. Okay, mama. Be good girl. Be good girl. Boho wasting her time. Noonery, my oldest. Okay, let me see what else y'all saying. Kibi, laugh out, girl. Yeah, you know me with that and my tongue. Yes. What the hell? This lady's all over the place. Right. Okay. See through, if all this was an issue, they wouldn't have gone ahead with this trial because this was long ago. Right. But Bonjean is trying to say that the government is behind this, that the government tried to, in other words, obstruct the justice of the trial. Uh-huh. And it still has nothing to do with the Illinois trial. Right. Damn, now Tasha K did it. No, it was RK Zeno, period. Right. Right. What she taking, cause right, what she's taking, exactly. What is she on? You got that right. Wings, what's up, lady? Are they for real right now? Unfortunately, Wings. Yes, Wings. This is for real, mamita. This is live and direct in your face, girl. Yes. Okay. Now, guys, this other motion is kind of long here. Let me go back to my window. Okay. This other one is 12 pages long. Now, this one is for the defendant Kelly's motion to sever his trial from co-defendant McDavid's and further to sever counts 10 through 13 from the remainder of the indictment. So she wants to take out 3 counts of his indictment. Okay? And she wants to separate R. Kelly from McDavid as co-defendants. Let me get a bogey real quick, guys. Give me a second, y'all. I need to pause for a minute, get something to drink as well. Give me a moment. I'm parched. So, okay. I'm back, y'all. I had to get my water. Now comes defendant Robert Kelly by and through his counsel, Jennifer Bonjean, and moves this court to sever his trial from that of his co-defendant, Daryl McDavid. Is Atmos and Noonie, are you guys still in here? You guys want to help me read a little bit? Just a little bit, like help me out a little bit, y'all. Anybody? Let me know. Atmos, bro, you still in here? Noonie, you still in here? Okay. Ty, who was chicken legs? Yeah, okay. All right, Noonie, are you down? Because I know it's late and I know you tired. You know, you pregnant. I know what that shit is like. Shit. Hey, Jennifer, what's up, mama? Okay, so I guess he left. All right. Okay, so let me Okay, let me drop the link here. Okay. Okay, baby. I dropped the link for you, okay? All right. Let me go to the document. Okay. All right. So, as we said, Jennifer Bonjean and moves this court to sever his trial from that of his co-defendant, Daryl McDavid, where a serious risk exists that a joint trial would compromise the rights of either or both defendants, or prevent a jury from making a reliable judgment about guilt or innocence as to counts 5 through 8 of the indictment. Now, defendant moves to sever on the grounds that one of McDavid's attorneys, Vadim Glazman, is laboring under a potential conflict of interest that may prejudice defendant at trial. So separately, defendant moves to sever counts 10 to 13 of the indictment from the remaining counts where defendant will suffer substantial prejudice if those counts are tried with the remaining counts in the indictment. So, motion to sever trial from McDavid's trial. Defendant Kelly and McDavid are charged with conspiracy to knowingly alter, destroy, mutilate, conceal, cover up, falsify, and make a false entry in any record, document, and tangible object with the intent to impede, obstruct, and influence the investigation and proper administration of any matter within the jurisdiction of the United States in violation of 18 USC 1519, the obstruction of justice charge, right? So the government identifies a number of overt acts in furtherance of this conspiracy, including but not limited to: 1. Kelly caused a Bass Productions Ltd check signed by McDavid to be issued to minor one's father in the amount of $30,000. 2. Kelly and McDavid caused a wire to be made from a Bass Production Ltd bank account to pay to individual B to settle a lawsuit that individual B had filed for payment for recovering and returning videotapes that depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact with minor one that had been stolen from him by individual D. So individual B, as we know, is Chuck Freeman, Charles Freeman. Individual D is Lisa Van Allen. Now, Kelly caused a wire transfer in the amount of $80,000 to be paid to McDavid through his firm, Winkler and McDavid, Ltd., in September of 2014. And number 4, Kelly caused a RSK Enterprise LLC check to be issued to minor one in the amount of $1150 in October of 2014. And number 5, Kelly caused a wire payment in the amount of $100,000 to be made from RSK Enterprise LLC to agent of McDavid on McDavid's behalf. And separately, defendant Kelly and McDavid are charged with conspiring to receive child pornography, namely video 2, 3, and 4, count 6, and the completed offenses of receiving child pornography counts 7 and 8. So because many of the overt acts identified by the government involve McDavid's conduct and not defendants' defense as to counts 5 through 8 will turn, at least in part, on whether he possessed knowledge about certain acts that McDavid took. So now, like I said, I knew it. R. Kelly is going to try to say that he didn't know what McDavid was doing. I knew it. I knew that shit. That shit was coming. He's using a YouTube defense. It's ridiculous. I cannot. This is so fucking funny. This is hysterical. Although McDavid has declined to discuss his defense with undersigned counsel, it seems obvious that defendant and McDavid's defenses are necessarily antagonistic. Indeed, several of the overt acts that the government contends were committed in furtherance of a conspiracy. And furtherance of a conspiracy are evidence of McDavid stealing from defendant, which he did for over a decade. So not conspiring to obstruct justice. Number 5, Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 8B provides that an indictment may charge 2 or more defendants if they are alleged to have participated in the same act or transaction, or in the same series of act or transaction, or in the same series of acts or transactions constituting an offense or offenses. The rule further provides that the defendants may be charged in 1 or more counts together or separated, and that all defendants need not be charged in each count. Now, defendants, I think I hear somebody. Ow, Noonie, what's up, lady?
Hey.
Hi, baby. Okay, so I'm going to finish reading this, and then I'm going to give it to you for a little bit, let
Okay.
you read a little bit, and then I'll get into some. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit. Y'all already know. Y'all
Okay.
ready now? All right, so I'm gonna go up screen. Okay. So now the defendant does not allege that the defendants were improperly joined, but argues that severance is justified pursuant to Rule 14A, which provides that if the joinder of offenses or defendants appear to prejudice a defendant or the government. Now, the court may order separate trials of counts, sever the defendant's trials, or provide any other relief that justice requires. And it screams about Federal Rule Criminal Part 14. Now, the court should grant severance to properly joined defendants only if there is a serious risk that a joint trial would compromise a specific trial right of one of the defendants or prevent a jury from making a reliable judgment about guilt or innocence. Now, a serious risk is present. The Supreme Court has explained if, number one, highly prejudicial evidence that is probative of the defendant's guilt is admitted solely against a co-defendant, and two, many defendants are tried together in a complicated case where the defendants have markedly different degrees of culpability, or three, essential exculpatory evidence for one defendant would be admissible in a solo trial but unavailable in a joint trial. So the defendants together can complicate the case, and it can be prejudicial evidence that is combated, between the defendant's guilt, admitting guilt, and then being against the co-defendant. So you see what I'm saying? I was saying that I have a feeling that Daryl McDavid is going to what is that called? I forgot the word. Noonie, I know you got to know it. Put him under the bus. He's gonna put R. Kelly under the bus. I believe it. All right, Noonie. Can you see the screen, honey? Noonie? Mama, you there?
Yes, yes. My bad. The screen was acting up.
Okay, can you see the screen, mommy?
Hold on. Number 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Defendant and McDavid have mutually antagonistic defenses such that the acceptance of one defendant's defense will preclude acquittal of the other defendant, United States versus Carrillo. Furthermore, because Kelly has every intention of presenting evidence that McDavid embezzled and defrauded Kelly, along with a host of other employees, McDavid's right not to be tried on crimes other than those charged in the indictment may be compromised. This evidence constitutes essential exculpatory evidence for the defendant, but may not be available to him at a joint trial if McDavid moves to bar it. Number 10, furthermore, there has been no assurances that McDavid will not be used as witness against defendant in connection with the other charged offenses if he takes a stand. In fact, it seems likely that the government will attempt to use McDavid as its witness if he takes a stand to present evidence against defendant as to other counts of the indictment. This might also be true as to co-defendant Brown, since several of the government's witnesses seem to suggest that Brown was involved in facilitating defendant's sexual exploitation of minors, a claim that the defendant denies. It is well known and supported by both witness testimony and financial records. The defendant was largely ignorant of his finances and relied entirely on his surrogates, including McDavid, to make decisions about how monies were paid and who monies were paid to. It also it is also well known that Kelly is functionally illiterate and relied entirely on third parties to run almost every aspect of his life that related to business and legal matters. Kelly did not monitor his business accounts and did not write checks from his accounts unless directed to do so by McDavid. Indeed, McDavid created business accounts and secured credit cards that.
Hi, brother Atmos. Say what's up. What's up, Noonie? Say what's
What
up
up?
to brother Atmos.
What up? What up?
Hey.
I'm glad you're here to help out with these 12 quick little pages here.
No problem, sissy. No problem.
All right, so Noonie, you can continue. I'm gonna scroll the page for you.
Yeah, I already finished this. Callie did not even know existed. Callie rarely, if ever, used credit cards or debit cards and would make purchases in cash that was provided to him by McDavid. Until McDavid left Callie's employ, he controlled Callie's finances in every respect. McDavid used Callie's business accounts as a personal piggy bank. McDavid routinely wrote checks to himself and his own company. Winkler and McDavid from Kelly's business accounts without Kelly's knowledge. McDavid paid his personal credit cards from Kelly's business accounts and used his company credit card and American Express for personal travel and personal expenses. McDavid induced Kelly. Hold on. McDavid induced Kelly to pay him hundreds of thousands of dollars on the false promise that the money would be invested in popular Chicago restaurant. McDavid embezzled the money instead, using it to invest in himself in the restaurant while cutting defendant out. McDavid knew defendant was powerless to expose this criminal conduct due to his intellectual and educational limitations. McDavid contends that payments made to him by defendant in 2014 and 2015 were woefully unrelated to any alleged conspiracy. Kelly agrees on this point. Rather, R. Kelly contends that McDavid sued Kelly for breach of contract, a contract Kelly was tricked and manipulated into signing by McDavid. Defendant denies that he carried out any overt acts in furtherance of any conspiracy, and that to extent the government shows that any monies flowed to third parties from his accounts, it was largely without his knowledge and carried out by McDavid. Kelly will also show that McDavid had a strong interest in ensuring that Kelly, his workhorse, kept performing that so that his personal piggy bank remained full. Defendant does not merely intend to engage in blame shifting. He fully intends to show that McDavid had an independent interest in ensuring that defendant continued to work uninterrupted by bad press because McDavid supported his own lavish lifestyle, stealing from Kelly. Equally problematic, one of the McDavid lawyers, Vadim Glozman, may have potential conflict of interest that would serve to prejudice Kelly at a joint trial. According to the government's indictment, Kelly and McDavid, along with conspired inter alia to obstruct justice in connection with Cook County State's Attorney Office prosecution of defendant in 2008, relating to defendant's alleged creation of child pornography involving minor ones. According to the government, Kelly, McDavid, and individual A, a private investigator used by Kelly's prior attorney, Ed Jensen, agreed to collect videotapes that allegedly depicted Kelly having sexual contact with minor 1. According to the government, individual A, who worked with Kelly's legal team, allegedly agreed to pay money to the victims and witnesses and others to ensure that they did not cooperate with law enforcement. Individual A also allegedly arranged for individual B to be paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for obtaining and returning videotapes that depicted Kelly having sexual contact with a minor. According to investigative reports, the conspiracies charged in counts 5 and 6 of the indictment occurred in part in the law offices of Ed Jensen, and that the completed crime of receiving child pornography, as alleged in counts 7 and 8 of the indictment, took place in Jensen's office.
Wow.
That's crazy.
How do you feel about that, what you just read right now, Nuni?
It sounds like somebody needs to be disbarred.
Disbarred?
Well, to start. Shoot.
The lawyer? You saying who? Ed Jensen?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about this atmos that we just read so far? What do you think about Daryl McDavid's slimy ass?
That lawyer need to go to jail too.
Mm.
Yeah.
So he received child pornography as alleged in count 7 and 8 of the indictment took place in his office.
Right.
What?
And Ed Jensen is dead.
Unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
He died of cancer. And before he died, he let the world know that R. Kelly was guilty as hell.
Oh, that's the guy who said on his deathbed.
Yes, Ed Jensen. Exactly.
Oh.
He's the one who said that R. Kelly was getting libido shots to calm his hormones down, his sexual urges.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Atmos, would you like to take over?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can read.
All right. This is crazy.
It is.
Wow.
All right. Represented by Ed Jensen, Kelly was acquitted of all child pornography charges in June 13, 2008. For at least the next 10 years, probably much longer, Jensen and Kelly maintained an attorney-client relationship. Indeed, in the Sun-Times report published shortly before Jensen's death, Jensen publicly claimed, "I kept him out of trouble for 10 years. Jensen stated that he vetted Kelly's records. He stated, "I listened to him, which ones would make a judge mad." This was that's just a case that talks about the Sun-Times. 26 says Jensen further claimed that he kept Kelly out of trouble because he convinced Kelly to take medication to suppress his sexual urges. You just got finished saying that, Diva. In the years following Kelly's acquittal, Kelly and Jensen maintained an attorney-client relationship. Also during that time, Vadim Glozman, McDavid's attorney, worked for Jensen as an associate. An attorney-client relationship between Kelly and Jensen was imputed to Glozman, who was Jensen's associate. According to Glozman's LinkedIn page, he worked for an associate for Jensen between February 12th and February 2012 and September 2018. Glozman states on his website that he began his legal career working hand in hand with Edward Jensen, the dean of Chicago Criminal Defense. Ed Jensen taught Mr. Glozman in his depth knowledge of trial procedure and how to craft a defense focused on the specific dynamics of the jury and judges involved. 29. Based on the foregoing, any privileged information conveyed by Kelly to his prior attorney, Ed Jensen was also received was also received by Jensen's associate, Mr. Glosman, either actually or constructively. 30. Because Glosman arguably owes a duty of loyalty to Kelly because he was a member of the firm that represented Kelly, he is in a conflicted position. Now, this potential conflict may be an actual conflict if Glosman possesses privileged information that he may or can use to the benefit of his client or to the detriment of Mr. Kelly at a joint trial. B, motion to sever counts 10 through 13. 31. In addition to child pornography counts, including minor 1, conspiracy to obstruct justice related to minor 1. The receiving child pornography counts also related to minor 1 and 1 count of sexual exploitation of minor 1. Kelly is charged with 4 additional counts of child exploitation related to minors 3 through 6, charged in 10 counts, charged in counts 10 through 13 of the indictment. 32. Counts 10 through 13, which do not involve minor 1, should be severed from the remainder of the indictment because Kelly will suffer substantial prejudice if those counts are tried with the remaining counts in the indictment. Federal Crim Pro 8 allows for joinder of counts where offenses are of the same or similar character, or based on the same act or transaction, or connected with or constitute parts of a common scheme or plan. However, Rule 14, relief of prejudicial joinder, provides for severance in cases of substantial precedence. See United States versus Werner. Relief. If the joinder of offenses of defendants in the indictment and information or consolidation for trial appears to prejudice a defendant or the government, the court may order separate trials of counts, sever the defendant's trials, or provide any other relief that justice requires. 34. Counts have recognized that substantial prejudice results from joining charges that are separated by relatively strong evidence, which charges supported by much weaker evidence. United States versus Alvarado, 1994. It says United States versus, okay, so where the difference in the strength of the two cases was great, we cannot presume that the jury adhered to limiting instructions and properly segregated the evidence into separate intellectual boxes. Let's see, citation omitted. Reversing trials court's decision or determination that severance was not required where there was strong evidence of one robbery and weak evidence of another. United States versus Gregory versus United States. 35. In this case, counts 1 through 3, the indictment are allegedly supported by video recorded evidence, while counts 10 through 13 are not. Assuming the integrity of the video evidence, which is only an assumption for the purposes of this motion, such evidence would be significantly stronger than 25-year-old testimonial evidence of questionable veracity. It is simply undeniable that the government's evidence as to counts 1 through 3 of the indictment is dramatically stronger than its evidence in counts 10 through 13 of the indictment. Similarly, substantial prejudice can result where a defendant has important testimony to give on one case and strong need to refrain from testifying on another. Cross versus United States. You want to jump in?
Yeah, I'm about to take over here on this one.
Okay.
Oh my God. Let me get closer to the mic now.
Okay.
Okay, you guys hear me?
I'm gonna jump off now. I just want to jump on real quick and
All
help
right,
you out.
Poppy. Thank you so much for your help, sweetheart. I
No
love you,
problem.
brother.
Love you too. Bye bye.
Peace. Oh my goodness. So they want to separate the. I'm telling you. So the conflict of interest has to deal with Daryl McDavid's lawyer being with R. Kelly's old case, because that lawyer used to work for Ed Jensen's law firm. So he knows a little bit about what happened back then. And he's representing Daryl McDavid. So this could cause a conflict. So they have to separate it. Okay. It is what it is. They need to separate. And Daryl McDavid is going to go down for stealing from R. Kelly. And Daryl McDavid is going to throw R. Kelly under the bus. That's how I see it. So let's continue. So prejudice may develop when an accused wishes to testify on one, but not the other, of two joined offenses, which are clearly distinct in time, place, and evidence. His decision whether to testify will reflect the balancing of several factors with respect to each count. The evidence against him, the availability of defense evidence other than his testimony, the plausibility and substantiality of his testimony, the possible effects of demeanor, impeachment, and cross-examination. But if the two charges are joined for trial, it is not possible for him to weigh these factors separately as to each count. If he testifies on one count, he runs the risk that any adverse effects will influence the jury's consideration of the other account. Thus, he bears the risk on both counts, although he may benefit on only one. Moreover, a defendant's silence on one account would be damaging in the face of his expressed denial of the other. Thus, he may be coerced into testifying on the count upon which he wished to remain silent. So it is not necessary to decide whether this invades his constitutional right to remain silent, since we think it constitutes prejudice within the meaning of Rule 14. And then it cites the law, and it says, recognizing that sometimes circumstances can coerce a defendant into testifying on a count upon which he wishes to remain silent. In light of the foregoing, this court should sever counts 10 through 13 of the indictment where defendant has critical testimony to offer in defense as to those counts, but may seek to maintain his Fifth Amendment rights in connection with counts 1 through 3. Wow. So R. Kelly might just want to defend himself against counts 10 through 13, but he will use his Fifth Amendment to remain silent on counts 1 through 3. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, right?
I didn't know you could do that.
Am I reading this right?
I didn't know that you could do that. I thought it had to be either one way or another. You can't just do that.
They have to separate it because of the conflict of interest between the lawyer and the fact that the both of them are antagonizing each other. They're fighting with each other. Wow. So severance in particularly justified here, where the only similarity between counts 10 to 13 and the remaining counts of the indictment are that they are of the same or similar character. So that was overruled on other grounds, according to a court law of United States versus Coleman. Now, counts 10 through 13 are of a similar character to the counts involving minor 1, but they involve different victims, different acts, and largely different evidence. But because of the similar nature to the counts involving minor one, the risk of prejudice is acute. All right. Nunu, you want to read the rest? Or shall I continue?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Okay, baby.
My freaking, I don't know what the heck's wrong with my screen.
Uh-oh, is it blurry?
No, it just like I would try to press on the mic to unmute myself and it wasn't. It was just messing up.
Okay. But I hear
Okay.
you, baby.
Okay. 41 or
Yeah, baby,
conclusion?
41.
Okay. It is inevitable that if the jury concludes that defendant is guilty of counts 1 through 3 for which there arguably stronger evidence, it will not bother to consider whether the government satisfied its burden to in connections with counts 10 through 13, counts that each carry a maximum sentence of life imprisonment because of serious risk of prejudice to defendant, which this court should grant severance of counts 10 through 13. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, defendant respectfully asks that the court to sever his trial from co-defendant McDavid's trial and further sever counts 10 through 13 from the remainder of the indictment. Respectfully submitted, Bonjean.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so right here in this one statement here that she says here, let's go through this one right here. It states that it is inevitable that if the jury concludes that defendant is guilty of counts 1 through 3, for which there arguable stronger evidence, there is, she left out the word is, which there is arguable stronger evidence, it will not bother to consider whether the government satisfied its burden in connection with counts 10 through 13, counts that each carry a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. So counts 1 through 3, the evidence is really, really strong. You hear that, right, guys? Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, counts 1 through 3, R. Kelly's not getting out of it. He can't. Impossible. The video evidence is too strong. He's done. He is done. Okay? I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So, what do you think about that, Noonie? I'm going to drop the link for anybody that wants to come in and make a comment, and then I'm going to end the live.
That's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
And they still think, I mean, I guess on both sides we're still both basically saying the complete opposites, but I mean, that's in black and white. How could you refute that?
Right. And you know, it's crazy, but Bonjean has to do what she has to do. In reality, she's just doing her job. You know. Let's see if we can get some questions or anything, some comments to see. Okay. Okay, I seen that. You know, this is crazy. I'm just like a loss for words. These guys are going to go against each other. This is going to be a crazy, crazy scene. So I think it would be best if they did separate, you know, and R. Kelly takes his charges, and Daryl McDavid takes his charges, and maybe R. Kelly can sue or charge Daryl McDavid with embezzling his money. You know?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Okay. What Tasha K and the employee did was wrong. Yeah, what they did was wrong, but none of the information given affected his trial, unless there is info that we don't know about. There has to be, it has to be within the warrant that we can't see, we don't know. Back, I seen Jesus. They need to claim their tits. Oh my God. So McDavid was stealing his money and spending it without his knowledge. I call bullshit. Right. I believe that. I definitely believe that. Now, Daryl McDavid spending his money and stealing money has nothing to do with the settlements and things of that nature that people needed to be paid out. That has to do with R. Kelly's money and Daryl McDavid stealing his money for personal reasons. That's separate. He's coming home over there. Yeah, he's going to the MCC directly, straight to jail. Okay. Power naps. The best. Okay, just took a screenshot. Apparently, RK coming home and Larry gonna be resentenced. Right. In their wildest dreams. More lies. Of course. They gotta spin shit. That's what it is. They're mad. They trying to take other people out that are irrelevant to the case. If Daryl threw Kelly under the bus, he's going to have to admit he knew what was going on and he took part in it, right? Yes, that's exactly what they were explaining. They were explaining that. But R. Kelly would have to plead the fifth on the first 3 counts, and then he can talk about the other counts because it has to do with McDavid. Isn't that bugged out? That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. Well, guys, I'm going to call it a night. It's already almost 1 a.m. We have been on for 2 hours talking about this. And once again, R. Kelly's never getting out. Oh, Robert Keller. Killer Keller!
Yo.
What's up, Papi?
Man. This is going to be interesting.
What? Please give me your opinion, bro.
I don't think he's gonna severance. I think he should. I don't think he's gonna do it though. But this is gonna be worse than that damn telephone conference between the actual attorneys this time. You're not gonna have to worry about the fans. It's the attorneys that's gonna be this Chicago trial is gonna be interesting.
It really is. It's got a lot of spinning needles over here. A lot.
Bonjean is going to have to pretty much argue her case against the government and McDavid.
Right.
But I think
she's trying to say that. Can you believe that she's trying to say about the whole situation with the Tasha K thing that the government, that they were ruled on behest of the government? What?
Yeah. I mean,
what do you think about that Bojo's trying to spin?
It's just, she coming with her games because the government, they don't need that information leaked to them. They already have access to it. So that information being leaked.
Right. It was they already did a search warrant on everything that they needed. They didn't prosecute anybody. I wonder if that lady's case is still open.
I think she just lost her pension behind it. I don't know if she had any jail time.
Right, Keller.
She just lost her pension or something.
Right, somewhere that said that she lost her pension and she could never like work for them ever again or some shit, right? Or she
Right.
paid a fine.
Right. So I don't think it was any jail time behind it. You know, she's just looking for something. You know, she's trying to turn over every stone.
Right.
And I get it. I get it.
Right. She's doing her job.
But when it comes to the severance, I don't understand. Okay, so she's saying that
Good night, baby.
that McDavid needs to be severance.
Right. He needs to be
Because he's the
separated from the case.
co-defendant. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be presidents. Why not severance Milton too?
You know, that's a
Why?
good
Why
but
are
you know
you
what?
just doing
Remember,
a severance
Milton
for?
said he doesn't want to separate.
I know he said that. However,
So
they still got to try both of them together. It's gonna have the same effect. So if you
right, that's
severance
why I'm
one,
like, this is weird. How does
if
this
you
work? I
severance
don't know.
McDavid for that reason, you should be severancing Milton as well.
Right, because it just makes no sense because Milton is charged with count 5 as well.
Because he can also get on the stand himself and fuck shit up for him.
Right,
Milton could get on the stand.
Milton
and
is only sorry,
Go ahead.
Milton
It's gonna delay, I'm sorry.
Milton is only being charged with one count, which is count 5.
And what is McDavid being charged with?
Counts 5 and counts 10 through 13.
What's 10 through 13?
10 through 13 is has to do with the overt acts, I think.
Okay. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, why are you not, servicing both of them? That don't
Right, I
make
don't
sense to
get
me.
it. I don't get that either.
You
Like,
should be
why?
servicing both of them. If they both should cause the same problem.
Right. Because they were all part of the count 5, basically, the conspiracy
So
to
that tells
defraud the
me
government.
that not Milton Brown, that McDavid is finna get up there and start snitching.
He's gonna throw R. Kelly under the bus. Yes. I
And
feel it too. They're gonna try to
they-
throw each other under the bus.
Yeah,
Put it
she
like that.
already throwing him under the bus in the motion. You know, she's
Right.
bringing up shit that should be brought up in fucking civil court.
Exactly. Why
Go to
are
Judge
they
Judy for that shit. This is something totally different.
right? And then she's bringing up stuff from the Eastern District of New York trial
What she bring up from them?
about the whole thing with Azriel being influenced and probably impeaching Azriel.
Why would she argue that in Illinois though? That don't make sense.
Has to do with the crazy flower pot lady's insinuation that Azriel was influenced by outside people to flip on R. Kelly.
So what? Yeah.
Like I said, that don't mean shit because at the end of the day, the poor girl made her decision after the Gayle King interview.
Whatever caused her to flip, she ended up flipping.
Right. And it
Well,
happened
man.
after the Gayle King interview. It had nothing to do with Larry. She already had her mind made up when she met up with Larry.
It happened.
You know that they
like,
actually brought
right
Larry up in it.
Yeah, I've seen that. So it happened right before he got indicted, right?
Right.
I mean,
It
not
happened
indicted.
right before he
Right
went
before he
to
got
jail.
picked up. Right before he got picked up.
Right. Right.
So that's what she was interviewing with Shabazz.
Right.
And we got reunited.
Mm-hmm. That's that crazy shit.
But yeah, I think I said I wasn't going, go to Chicago, but I think I'm gonna have to make this one.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
think so too, bro. I can't make it, but I'll be in New York.
Are you gonna be able to attend Russell's hearing?
Russell's
That's coming
hearing,
up. The status hearing is coming up.
that the one that's coming up. No, I know I won't be able to do it. I'll be
Okay.
able to see Richard Arline.
Okay.
Yeah, Richard Arline's coming up June 1st.
But yeah, I believe that this is going to be worse than that.
Yeah.
All his fans yelling. We're going to see that with the attorneys. So
Wow, that's just
Bonjean,
gonna be crazy, man.
So
We gotta get the
Bonjean-
transcripts. I am going to start a fund to start collecting for the transcripts so we can get the transcripts from Chicago. So if we start collecting from June,
And you see, they do their transcripts different in Illinois.
how do they do
You
that?
notice it? It's all through the website. Like you don't email nobody. So I think I'm gonna do a get a transcript like on a hearing just to see like the gist of the process and how long it take. But
Okay,
it's not like New York. It's all
they
done
have a
online.
different system of doing it, right?
Right, it's all done online. You got to put the case number, the trial date, or
Okay.
but
The judge.
what I was gonna say, damn, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say.
We was basically speaking about how we can get the transcripts and how they do the transcripts in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something right before that, but I forgot. Oh well.
Okay, I was trying to bring you
And
back a little
I
bit.
don't even smoke. Shit.
Damn, I do that to you? Damn, bro, I'm sorry.
Contact.
You know, it's that junkie shit. So, whatever.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So
There you go.
Bonjean and McDavid attorney, it's gonna be weird because they're gonna be objecting to each other instead of the government.
Right. How is this gonna work? This is gonna be a real fun. Now, question. If they sever it, does that mean that Daryl McDavid will get a whole new case file?
It'd be separate. It'd be a separate case. But what I was thinking,
Right.
I need to find out, like, if they severance it, can they call him
As a witness.
as a witness outside of his charges?
That's what Bonjean was saying.
She said that?
She was saying that could happen.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, we just
So
read
it
that was
would
the
be
right
a
now.
last
We
moot
were just
point.
reading it. Yeah.
It would be a moot point for a severance then if they can call him back as a fucking, if they can call him
Back as a witness for the
as a
prosecution.
witness, it'd be a moot point.
That's what she was saying, that he could be called back for a witness for the prosecution. And
I think
that
it's just gonna be bad. If they severance it, it's just gonna be bad because who go first?
R. Kelly,
That's gonna be another
please.
thing. She gonna be like, all right, y'all go ahead, McDavid. Y'all go first. We
No,
gonna follow
R.
y'all.
Kelly got to go first. We go at the same time. Whatever. I'm not feeling this. No, we cannot wait no longer.
She
No.
gonna come up if they do severance it. So it's like all this shit. Of course, it's gonna go. If he deny it, of course, it's going in the appeal. I don't know how
Right.
successful it's gonna be, but that's definitely going in the appeal.
Well, did you see that the prosecution put in their response to Bonjean's pre-sentence objection?
Yeah, I saw that, and I thought they already responded to that.
No, they did not. They did now.
It was sealed though.
Yeah, it was sealed, so we don't know what the hell. But like I said, it was sealed for a reason because it has the pre-sentence report in there, and
Right. See,
it shows.
Bonjean, she don't care. She leave it unsealed. She be telling shit. At least they sell it and don't
Yeah, the
divulge
government
certain
sealed that up.
things.
Right. Because that has his personal information, medical history and things of that nature in there. So they're not going to reveal that to the public. That's never coming out. It's the same thing with the girls' information and their mental health and things of that nature. Their medical information would never be revealed.
It could be because if it come out in court,
Well,
they
if it
no
comes out
longer.
in court, whatever. But in reality, they're supposed to hide those things. They're not supposed to let that
Well,
stuff out.
it's a loophole. It's a loophole. It could become court record, public information if it come out in court. Same thing with R. Kelly herpes.
Right. If they decide to open everything, yes, they can. You're
Right.
right.
Right. Same thing with his herpes and I think his bank information that ended up coming out
Right.
because it came out in court is now, it's public record.
Right. Well, this is crazy. I wonder how the government is going to respond to this. So
Well, you
we
think
know
it
that
can't get any
there's a
crazier.
hearing. R. Kelly has a hearing on May 25th. And that's to decide the other stuff.
So I know Linda Weather was like, man, Bonjean, you gonna make me have about 8 fucking telephone conferences. Fucking with your ass.
He's
Cause he
gonna
like
be
to
like,
do
I want to be
conferences.
done with this shit. Guilty.
He like to do conferences. He don't really. He ain't like Auntie Ann. You know, Auntie Ann. She do that shit in on paper. He like to
Right.
do conferences and shit.
Yeah, he does in person
Like
conferences
like I ain't reading all that
and he
shit,
does
y'all.
minute entries. So it's right then and there. He's a right then and there kind of judge
Right.
because
Cause
the
he
minute
denied her.
entries.
He denied her in the last conference in mid speech. she
Right.
had
Like,
practice. She
listen,
had practiced
whatever,
that
I
shit.
don't care what you say, denied.
Right. We're going. We're gonna move forward tonight.
Right,
She had
right.
practiced that shit in the mirror and everything.
She ridiculous. So guys, I'm going to end this live. I am getting tired. I'm pretty sure you guys are too. So, for those who are on the replay, please leave your comments below about Bonjean's motions and what do you think is going to happen. And for those who are here and everybody else who's in the bushes, please do me a favor. Y'all already know, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thank you very much. Hit the notification bell on the side. For those on the replay, y'all already know, hit those comments. Make sure they're respectful. They will stay. And Diva Divine Light is out. Thank you so much, Noonie, for helping me read. I love
Good
you, Mama.
night.
That baby's coming soon. You will have your body back, and your baby will be with you too. And
Thank
Killer, you
you.
already know, Killer.
No doubt.
That's my bro. All right, guys.
Good night.
Peace.
Peace.